Well, today's riff is from my alternate office. Laptops and MiFi make it easy to work from my sailboat. So let's talk about core values. I love core value exercises because it sounds so simple on the surface, but it really makes you dig deep and think a lot about who you are. And it's much more difficult than it seems. First, if you're a relatively new firm, any core values you define, they're more of an idea than they are a reality. It takes a few years to really understand and create your core values. And even then, companies that have been around for a decade or more can struggle with this exercise. Defining your core values is an exercise that's not just for the leadership, but needs to involve a handful of your key people, the most valuable team members. Core values aren't just single words. They're phrases. They're phrases that are unique to you, that identify your culture, your industry. They clearly define who you are. They have to be something you are willing to terminate someone for if they can't follow them. And they are critical in the hiring process. I train recruiters to ask questions of candidates that let us know if they meet the organization's core values before they can move on to any other steps. If they don't, we're setting them up for failure, no matter how skilled they may be, or even worse, we're introducing a toxic element into the culture. It's also necessary to evaluate team members that are already on staff against the core values, even if they've been there a while, to make sure they really fit where we're going. We need to constantly reinforce the core values to the team and recognize members who meet or exceed them. It's also important to revisit the core values as a leadership team quarterly, especially when you're starting on that scaling up path, because you think you've nailed it and you'll quickly realize you really haven't figured it out yet. As the business evolves, the core values are likely to need some additional adaptations as well. Don't underestimate the impact of defining and operating the business based on core values. Don't just pay it lip service. It will make a difference.